go for my little friend.
What's up, guys? Problem here, bringing you my first YouTube video. This first video is going to be Battlefield 4 tips on how to improve your KD. Right off the bat, we get into my first tip, which is paying attention to your ammo count. Right here, I got into the heat of battle. Wasn't really paying attention to my ammo, and as you can see, it ends up costing me a life right there. In Battlefield 4, sometimes when you use LMGs, you get accustomed to the 100 and 200 round drums, and you tend to forget about, paying attention to your ammo count. So that would be my first tip, is paying attention to your ammo. Right here, I come up on a flank, I kill everybody underneath, but I wasn't paying attention to the guy on top of the rock, and he ends up killing me. That would be my second tip, is paying attention to your surroundings before you approach an ambush. You don't want to go into an ambush getting your kills when you could have took the few split seconds to check the corners and take out those guys before you take out the other ones. So that would be my second tip. My next tip would be finding the right sensitivity for you. In Battlefield 4, your sensitivity will control how fast your guy turns and maneuvers around. So this is important because a lot of the time, since it's 64-man servers, you'll have situations, especially like in Locker, where you have stalemates and teams are going back and forth over a trap door or a trap hallway, and one or two guys will sneak around and come up behind you, and sensitivity will help you out in this situation because you'll be able to turn around quickly so you can get some shots off and hopefully win the gunfight. Right here is a good example. I was coming down this hallway to get these guys right here, but the guy to my right probably should have had me, and probably would have had me if I didn't have my sensitivity turned up. So that would be another tip. Throughout this match, I was able to get a lot of flanks, and that was because I kept checking the mini map and the map whenever I would die. And that would be another tip, is checking the maps. Like, don't just respawn, don't just run around, not really caring about, what's there, or responding on teammates when you don't know who's shooting at them or about to shoot at them. This will instantly improve your KD because you won't be responding into situations that are bad for you. Like here, I knew the guys were coming from C to D, so I responded at D to support my teammates, and I was able to take out a few guys before I end up dying. My next tip would be knowing what gunfights your gun can win. A lot of the times in Battlefield 4, you're using short-range weapons in long-range situations, or vice versa. Like in this clip, I knew I wouldn't get that kill because he was behind stuff, so I ran around and got closer to him and ended up getting a kill tie. That is a very important tip because you don't want to come across a guy that's using a FAMAS in a short range situation, because 9 times out of 10 you will lose that battle. My next tip would be knowing which guns to use on each board. You should not be going into every single board using the same gun. I see a lot of guys do that, and that's not the right way to go about it, unless maybe if you're using an Ace-23, which is good on pretty much any board. But most boards are different. You have short range boards such as this one, or you have long range boards such as Goldman Railway, and you don't want to be using the weapon that's not right for the situation that you're putting yourself in when you're in gunfights. A lot of the times you will lose gunfights not because you're not the better player or you're not using the better weapon, but because the guy is using a better weapon for that situation. So knowing the right gun to use on each board is very important. This next clip brings me to my next topic, which is not being greedy for kills. Like right here, me and my teammate both spot that guy, but I run around and kill these other two guys because I knew there were people over here. So that would be a tip, is not being greedy. And I know most of you are saying, you know, oh, I want to get the most kills, you know, I want to be at the top of the leaderboard, be MVP, but you know, you end up getting that one kill and you die versus getting 2 kills and maybe dying or maybe living on. Is the big difference between, you know, having a high KD or a low KD. You know, you trading 2 kills just to get 1 kill is pretty selfish and is not a smart way to go about playing the game. Right here, I noticed that the other team has captured D, so I come from E to take it back. And we end up sneaking behind these guys and getting a flank, which brings me to my next tip, which is paying attention to your mini-map at pretty much all times. Had these guys been paying attention to their map, they would have seen us coming, because we killed a lot of guys in between the time that it took for us to get there. Right here is another tip, which is you don't have to always aim down sights to get the kill. Had I aimed down sights on that clip, I probably would have died because I wouldn't have been moving as fast. Right here, I should have stayed behind this wall, but being so eager to get kills and kind of greedy in a sense, I end up dying and not getting kills that should have fell in my lap. That would be another tip. Don't be so eager to get kills that you expose yourself from behind the cover that you actually do have. You see it so much throughout Battlefield, and I've done it many times where I'm shooting the enemy and I'm not really paying attention to, you know, who's to my left or who's to my right. I'm just coming up on those kills, and I end up dying simply because I didn't, you know, either stay behind the cover that I had or check the cover once I passed it. Right here brings me to my next topic, which is just overpowered weapons, really. I feel like the airburst and the LVG either need to be nerfed down, or, you know, something needs to happen to the weapon, because it takes pretty much no talent to operate the weapon. You know, you don't even have to see the guy, or, you know, you just have to know where they're coming from, and you could get multiple kills. Like, it's been many times, such as this clip right here, where I'm just firing down the hallway and I'm getting multiple kills or kills assists, not really, you know, showcasing any skill, just shooting down the hallway. And this really hurts the game, especially on boards such as Operation Locker, where there are a lot of choke points, you know, such as this one. But anyways, this brings me to my last tip, which is playing what your class is set up for. A lot of the times when you're playing with teammates that aren't playing what their class is set up for, you end up in situations like this one, where we've pushed the enemy all the way back, almost all the way to their base. So it's not always about, you know, if you have the most skills or if you're the best player. Sometimes it's simply just playing what your class is set up for. But anyway, guys, that brings me to my last tip. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll be sure to bring you more content throughout the week. Thanks.